Hey everybody, and welcome to Binder Minder. Today I received my Winter Superdrop 2025. And I didn't order everything, but I did order a few things. I figured I'd go ahead and turn the camera on and record them. Check out, see if we have any good luck with some of the rare bonus cards. Well, at least maybe the rare bonus card that's available in the Miku Secret Lair. This one. Beyond that, I don't know. I mean, obviously we know what's in most of these things. I'm kind of excited for a few of these, and the as far as the bonus cards, I know the new generic bonus cards are supposed to be the zombies, and then the rares are the seven dwarfs. I just saw just a minute ago that somebody pulled another version of the dwarf. So maybe we get lucky and get a dwarf. I'm a big fan of the rule break type cards as far as commander decks. I love my slime deck. I've got Nazguls. I've brewed pretty much every possible deck as far as all the other variations of those. You can have as many of or number specific number of cards, and eventually I'm sure I will eventually have all of those because I've been slowly picking up cards here and there. So maybe I get the seven dwarfs. That's the only one I haven't even considered. I didn't even realize was a thing. So um, let's see. We're going to start with the Soul Ring. We'll get that out of the way first. This was the promo card if you purchased over I think $150. You get a Soul Ring. It's it's nothing too crazy. It's a steering wheel for the Aether Drift themed stuff. The foil is pretty cool. It does have a little bit of a Pringle to it, but not too much. As far as the theme goes, I mean, you see the dash and everything in there. It's definitely a full car interior, but I don't know. I wasn't really too worried about this thing. It was kind of a bonus. But if you ever build a car themed deck, this would definitely have to be in it, right? So sorry about that. I had a cat making noise in the background, so I had to go ahead and fix that. But what I was saying is, I think that these Soul Rings, just Soul Rings in general, is one of those cards that, because it's a staple and because it's in almost every deck, um, and they're not necessarily inherently valuable as a whole. I think it's great to see more and more flavorful options for people. Like this is probably not going to be the kind of card that most people want or care about. But that one person that's building, a card deck or something along those lines, this is going to be like the key card to finish up their theme. And I hope that we see more and more of that. Like I build a lot of theme decks or type of decks, and often it's just. I mean, we've gotten lucky lately that these new sets, the commander decks are coming with their own variations of Soul Rings and stuff, new art and stuff, which is nice. But having some nice borderless cool cards can't really hurt. So anyhow, let's see. We'll go ahead and start with the artist series, the Jesper Eising. Not sure how that's said there. So inside, with a lot of these, you get a little thank you, being part of it, kind of thing. Nothing too crazy. And then of course you get your pack of cards. I don't know why I'm wasting my time doing that. These things, like so, when you get these smaller packs, sometimes it's just better to be safe. Cut the thing open. You try to tear it open, you're gonna end up messing up your card. This. So this set, I believe this was designed quite a while ago. I was kind of surprised that this is an older. Well, I shouldn't say an older looking set, but it does use traditional borders and stuff like that, which a lot of the Secret Lairs haven't been doing for a while. That said, this is probably the biggest as far as value goes. So you have the Sun Titan breaches, of course, the big money deflecting SWAT, and Lena War Elves, and then for the bonus card, I'm going to guess that there's probably going to be a line drawing version of this thing, but that's pretty cool. It looks really similar. It's got some of the shading stuff there. Can't go wrong with Lena War Elves. Definitely one of those cards you're gonna see in a lot of decks. Arcade Racers. Get a different thank you. This is the one that I've seen in the past the most. I haven't really seen that. Was it like a old VHS, like one of the loading screens or something like that? This, to be honest with you, is the one that I was most excited about for the whole set. Just like the old arcade styling and whatnot. It's definitely not something I'm necessarily going to play, but for my collection, I love these things. And I'll tell you, so took me a second to even see where the name was, even though it's like right there and obvious. But the foil looks pretty cool. I like that it's only the foil and the screen, and then around the border. So you got Big Score, Final Fortune, Heat Shimmer, Rolling Vortex, Wheel of Misfortune. The amount of text really fills up the box there, doesn't it? And then for the bonus card, we got Champion of the Perished. So with these retro zombie cards, I've got a Nekuzar deck. I'm kind of hoping that maybe I come across the Nekuzar. All right. I'm not going to get one here. That's our only opportunity at a zombie card, I think, because since this is a featuring pack, this not. Well, this might. The artist, usually the artist ones. So it was an artist series, but so I guess maybe we'll have an opportunity here too. So the artist series usually have like a one of their unfinished artwork versions or some sort of a second variation of the same art. And then this Miku one has its own special bonus card and stuff like that. I can't get that to tear. That's weird. I guess I'd pull it from the right end. That would work, huh? But yeah, the Miku's going to have its own bonus card, and it has its own rare bonus card as well. So different thank you once again. So this is, I'll read it off here again just to be sure, the Luke Pearson, featuring Luke Pearson set. And I was excited about this one specifically because of Realm Walker. I thought that the art on it was just crazy. So we have Witch of the Moor. The Bear Umbra is awesome too. We might have to put this in our bear deck. It looks really good in the foil. So the Realm Walker, this is what excited me. So being a shapeshifter, and you have all these different variations of what it could be. It's a dragon, it's an elf, it's a human soldier, it's a werewolf. Let's say it's a pretty good representation of being a shapeshifter. I thought that was kind of neat. You got Solemn Simulacrum. And then for our bonus card, Flesh Bag Marauder. Not my Nekuzar and not the cool dwarf, unfortunately. And then last up, we got the last Miku set. I did not get all of these Miku sets. I picked up the one with the Soul Ring. I don't know if I picked up any. I definitely skipped a couple of them. I kind of hit and miss on this. If there's a card in there that I think I'm gonna like. I've got a lot of anime cards and stuff. I thought maybe the Soul Ring version I would eventually want to put the soul ring to use and stuff like that, so I picked it up. And it's kind of the same case here. This has got like Counterspell and Swan Song and stuff like that in there. So these special ones, and I kind of wish I understand why they go with the small envelopes. They're a lot easier to ship, but you can't really go wrong with these things too. It's always pretty cool when they do these little special boxes. I feel like you could fill up a shelf with just all these sitting next to each other like a bookshelf. So you get a box, Secret Lair printed on it. Nothing too crazy. And of course inside we're gonna get this, and then on the back, yeah, there's a card on the back as well. Now, hopefully we don't damage anything while we take this off, and we don't spoil any secrets. I'm just gonna cut this off here. No point in ripping it. Once again, no reason to risk it. So it looks like that card's facing down. So we have Miku, Font of Pop, Youthful Valkyrie, Counterspell. This is actually kind of, not only did I like the artwork in general, but I thought it was kind of cool because with the Counterspell, she's doing the same face and the same, like peace sign as the old original Counterspell, where it had the like creepy little tentacle finger things coming out of the guy's fingers. Thought that was a nice touch. And then we got Swan Song and Miku Queen Electric, which is Brago, and Scrying Sheets. Alright, and then for our bonus card, we'll just go ahead and flip it over. We got Beloved Princess. This is the normal bonus card. Did not get anything too special. It's kind of nice that this is actually at least not glued in, especially if you got one of the good bonus cards, huh? It's gonna be a bummer you tear it up trying to pull it out. So the Beloved Princess there. All right, I'll be right back and go get my binder, and we're gonna go ahead and get these things put up. Okay, so it wouldn't be binder minder if we weren't messing with the binders, right? So I've got one binder that just got all my collection stuff in it, stuff that I've been working on filling the gaps and whatnot. But at the back, all the way back here, that's where I keep some of my secret lairs. I'll snatch from them and stuff like that. And I don't pick up every secret lair, but I do pick up a lot. I like a lot of the artwork, so. And I've just been putting them in standard, in the order they get them right now. Eventually that'll probably change. So there's one of the other Mikus, like I said, the one with the soul ring in it. Assassin's Creed stuff. We got cards from the original Festival in the Boxes from this year, the earlier one. The Ghostbusters stuff. Extra Life, Captain America. I do have the Iron Man, but as you can see, there's a big gap here. It's because I've got all that put aside. I've been building an Iron Man deck. Black Panther, and then next to that, let's slide this over here. Next to that, we've got some spaces. So get some sleeves out here, and go ahead and get all this. We'll start off with the Miku one, since it's right on top. Just get all this sleeved up real quick. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up for you. I'm just going to sleeve all these things up and be ready. And you guys can catch up in a second. Okay, so we are back. Like I said, I was going to start with the Miku stuff. So I'll set this stuff aside. I like to put my stuff in order by the card numbers usually, when possible. And then, obviously, since I'm trying to save space, I'm not dedicating a whole page to one layer. Basically, just putting them in. Oops, I just tore up a spot. That's good. I put them in and go from from spot to page, overlap it or whatever. That is a bummer, isn't it? Oh well. This is a Vault X binder, by the way. This is actually my first one. I've never tore a page like this before in any of my binders, so it's kind of crazy that I just happened to do that on video, of course. All right, so which one is our oldest one? So we got our bonus card, and then the numbers on these are kind of crazy. So we got 1606, 1601, 1591, 1589, 1588, 1586. It's kind of weird that it just skips a couple numbers there, but anyhow, we'll go ahead and with the highest number one, put it in there, put it in our torse spot. It still holds a card, so I think we're good there. It's not one of the crazy ones. It's not our swan song, for example. Slide that in there, counter spell. Youthful Valkyrie. This one right here needs to be pushed down. I use these sleeves. I don't use anything too special. Just, relatively cheap sleeve. But I move stuff around in the binder sometimes, and I don't really mind putting a card in here without a sleeve if I'm going to keep it in a spot. But when I move them around, it's nice to have a sleeve on them. So we go from there. What did I do with it's the bonus card. Next up, we got our Fleshbang Marauder. We'll put that in. That's just one of the extra bonus cards. Sometimes I just use those to divide up the different sets. And then we got this, let's see, Solemn Secret Blackcomb. So they did come out of the pack, at least in order from the looks of it, which is nice. Can't complain there. And it also looks like timing-wise, we're gonna end right on this page, which is nice too. Does feel good when it actually ends. It's like letting go of the gas when you're filling up the car, and it's right on the even number, Anyhow, move the camera over here for you. Next up, we have the arcade racers. I'm gonna put this in, like I said, to divide them. So we'll start with the arcade racers down here. Put in our bonus card, and then we can go on to the next set. This is all pretty much from that same set. So, Land of War Elves. There's our bonus card. We get to put that right next to the other Land of War Elves, which is nice. Deflecting Swats. And, wow, that worked out pretty good, didn't it? Then our Soul Ring goes right in on top there. So I'll tell you, move some stuff out of the way here, but I don't know if you guys like the binder specific content, but I have been storing and stashing away some of the stuff that I've had coming in from orders for the, well, that's just this week, to be honest. But once I get a little bit more, I'm probably going to do a little bit of a night update, and that way you guys can see what all I have in the binder past, you've seen the secret layers now, but we'll dive into a little bit what I've been collecting and why I've been collecting some of the stuff. So anyhow, I appreciate it. That is Binder Minder. I hope everybody has a great day. If you enjoyed it, subscribe. I'm going to post some more content up. Ring the bell, all that good stuff. Till then, I will see you next time.